Hello everybody! Today we will be going through the new update. You can see there the new fancy mountains behind me. All around is looking pretty good actually. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. Without any further ado, let's get right into this. Alright, this new mountain generation is looking pretty good. I saw some pictures from like real early on and it got me a little worried because they looked pretty boring. But seeing this, I can see that didn't carry through to the final version because these are absolutely amazing. Next, looking at a village, it's pretty much the same as last time. We'll probably get some interesting generation as we see more places. Oops. As we see more places get the interaction with the hills, but overall it seems pretty normal, just like it always was. And ooh, looks like this was a good seed. We got the iceberg area. I want to see if this changed. Doesn't look like it, but it's always looked really cool, so nice. And just as a heads up, this is the same seed I have on all my other Minecraft videos. I wanted to see how everything changed. Looks like completely new generation. The biomes do not match up at all. Alright, there's also been a new height limit is increased to 319. As you can see, I try and place more blocks and it gives me that little message. You can see my Y coordinate is super high up and it's really nice. So if you want to build something ridiculously high up in the sky, you can. I really like it because the mountains are higher. You don't want the top of your mountain to be meeting the bottom of your highest thing in the world. And let's see how long it takes to fall. A lot longer than usual. Well, not a lot longer, but noticeably longer. And the new generation, like I talked about with the mountains, but even just the flat areas I feel like look better. Though it might just be I picked a real good seed. Another thing that's changed is the cloud level. They seem to be at about 190 to 195, where they used to be at level 128. So they took a serious boost in height. They won't be intersecting with the top of too many mountains. It's really nice. If they were still at 128, did be every mountain would have them. But not anymore. Alright, and on top of the increased height limit, down here at the bottom of this cave is all the way at -40, and I think the world itself goes all the way down to -64. So it's a lot more than it used to be in both directions, which is really nice. And as we're down here, we can see that new cave generation. Beautiful layered areas. It really gives you a lot to explore. One of the new biomes is the dripstone caves. It looks really nice. You can see we've got stalactites, stalagmites, some of them meeting in the middle. And something I really like is they have real big ones that meet up. I really like just the massive pillars holding up the ceiling. Looks really nice. Really a beautiful biome. In this new update, the generation has changed so you can have real cliffs. In the past, there were sides of mountains that could be kind of steep, but there weren't any right and proper cliffs like what we have here. And the cave entrances also look way more grand than they used to. So that's a nice thing about this new update. And while walking through the world, you will occasionally come across these things. Azalea trees, a lot of you probably know about them. Under them is the amazing new biome of the Lush Caves. All right. No. 3. If you just dig straight down, you will find the caves. I'd recommend like staircasing, but I dug straight down because I'm in creative mode. I don't gotta worry about that. Here is what the Lush Caves look like. This is pretty small. Generally, there's more to it, so again, real quick, go into spectator mode, see if it's just not immediately visible. Yep, there's some more Lush Caves underneath the Azalea tree. And we finally have the Spore Blossoms. They were added into the last update, but now they actually spawn and you can get them. You can have a real source of glowberries instead of just, the occasional wandering trader giving you one or two. And something I forgot to mention real quick is below Azalea Trees, there is this rooted dirt. Just has a slightly different texture. You'll probably only care if you like building stuff, but that's half the fun of the game, so that's probably quite a few of you. All right, so I have found a really good area. So if you go to the seed, link in the description, uh, just go these coordinates, and I just think it looks really cool. The side of the mountain, it has a bamboo forest, a dark forest, and most importantly, a really nice cave entrance with a lush cave right underneath. So somewhere around here, there will be an azalea tree marking this lush forest, but I'm not sure where it is. It could be anywhere in quite a large area because the biome's pretty decently sized. Alright, another feature added has been these old growth forests. It essentially just means all the trees are taller, or well, there's a more variety. Like this is a normal one. Some of them are taller. It's a nice, adds variation to everything. I really like it. And as many of you probably know, old growth forests are a real thing, of course. And they're essentially just normal forests, but cooler. Another feature in here is the windswept feature. As you can see, it just gives this cool, almost dune-like effect to the land. There are a few different windswept areas. There are savannas, hills, forests, and gravelly hills. They essentially just give them this cool little effect where they look a little windswept. Alright, the end is also something that's changed. Not really, the generation is pretty much the same, but if we go back here, they changed just the biome distinction. So this will be end highlands, then the lower areas are end lowlands. I mean midlands for some reason. It's highlands, midlands, no lowlands. Then the big empty expanses like this are called the end barrens, sort of like the nether wastes from the nether update. Pretty much it's all the same, just a new labeling system. All right, back to where we started. That is the conclusion of all of this. Pretty cool update. Love the new looks. I was real worried about the mountains at first, as I mentioned, but there's nothing to worry about because they are beautiful. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.